the intro music. Yeah! Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome to the channel and welcome to update 48, patch 48, with a lot of stuff that many of you probably weren't expecting. That doesn't make it a bad thing here in Star Trek Fleet Command. And as you can see right here by the picture, we've got the Defiant, also 3 Dominion officers, Weyoun, Pan, and Likatung? It's either a Pokemon or a Jem'Hadar. We'll go over that here in just a second. Whew, but a lot, and we're gonna have individual videos about some of this. I do want to go ahead and announce, just because, well, I think communication is important. We're returning to the meta where you're going to get at least one of these officers guaranteed. Now, specifically the officer that you're going to be able to get, and we'll go over how they work and everything else here in a second. But specifically, Pan will be completely free to play sourced if you complete the battle pass and complete these events. So here's the event structure. This is how they're going down. This is how you need to go about unlocking your new rare officer. And yes, they are a strike team set for explorers. So you can get Pan 100% for free by going through this meta and completing the free battle pass. Figured y'all would like that information. So if you did, like if you appreciate it, comment. Say thank you devs and thank you Eco for providing that. I think it's the first time they've actually laid out step by step what you needed to do to go ahead and get that done. So let's go ahead and scroll through some of this. I know many of you will be like, well, where's the fix to Actian hostiles? I actually had a conversation with game design about that this morning before putting out this video. It is being worked on. I don't have an ETA, or at least I'm not allowed to give an ETA. All I can tell you is that it is of the utmost importance and being worked on. Commanders, the Alpha Quadrant is in turmoil as tensions between the great powers rise. The arrival of the Dominion spells the loss of the space station D-Space 9 for the Federation. It's up to you, Commander, to band together and reclaim DS9 for the Dominion. Y'all have not been paying attention to the story. The stories have really been laying out a lot of what's happening. So if you're not big into the missions, now you should be big into the missions. So the Defiant coming in this game, new officers, 30 new missions and more. So here are the missions. You can see level 34 plus. It is almost completely centered around being what we now would call a mid-tier player. An average player at about 35 plus is what this is designed around. There are some missions specifically for level 50 plus and some for level 25 plus, just 5 little side missions down there. But do not be mistaken, this is built around that mid-tier player where they're expecting everybody to be 35 plus. So I know all the complaints that are going to come, feel free to drop those in. I get it. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not disagreeing that they don't exist. We talk about them on Twitch all the time, but still. Then you got the Bajoran planetaries where Kira's concerned that there's a spy with the provisional government at level 20. So yay. Yay. TNG Part 4 holodeck archives getting in there added for level 20 and level 50. These are all your different missions. It is nice to have some level 20 missions, I guess. But then we go on to the USS Defiant, which will have its own video, FYI. Now, the good news is you can start grinding this Defiant for free in the Battle Pass. I know, mind-blowing that we're returning to that structure. But you will find that this is hesitantly a one-trick pony. It's designed versus the Dominion. The good thing is it starts off as a pretty lower level ship. So it's also going to be one that you can start unlocking in your Bajoran faction store. So there are positives here. It's designed to go after the Solar Armadas. It's kind of like mixing the Stella and the Cerritos into one ship. We'll see how much y'all like it when I actually get my hands on it. I'm trying to reserve judgment until I actually have it. But that's the basics of what it is. It is a Cerritos mixed with a Stella for one ship. Earn an increased amount of Edict tokens by using the Defiant as part of your solo. Defiant unlocks an additional Bajoran badge and credit bundle that scales up as it tiers up. With each tier of the ship, claim the next level of Solar Armada buffs in the Bajoran store. Buff increases your Defiant strength while fighting solos. Defiant will also have a support focus ability that, using the ablative armor, increases the special ability, boosts your allies' strength in group and solo armadas, and increases your strength with independent research. So not only does the ablative armor ability help the Defiant, it also boosts ships around it. Here are your officers. You got Weyoun. I don't know which one it is, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, but you got Weyoun here. When on an explorer combat against players, Weyoun has a percentage chance of generating morale for 8 rounds, which is a captain's maneuver. Base is 20%. The full synergy will take it to 100%. So he will guarantee morale. So you see the big right there, big, that's 40%. So too big, so full synergy, he'll be 100% there. The officer ability is manipulate, cajole, deceive. When on an explorer fighting against other players and under morale, Weyoun's weapon shot count is increased. That's actually a pretty big deal. That's a pretty significant increase. Curious to see how it plays out when we get it. And you got Ika Tika or Lickitung. Lickatika? Ikatika. I don't know. Not a Metaclon, but it's somebody. The Honored Elder, when on an explorer fighting against another player at the start of each round, increases all mitigation stats by X%. Obviously, the big one is going to be Weyoun there for creating morale. You do have those other morale officers that work. If you haven't checked them out, probably should go check them out now. And before we get to Pawn discussing him, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Amazon Coins, because they've been supporting the channel. Y'all should too support them. So I'm gonna leave you hanging right here in the middle. Let's get it going. Hey there, everybody. Today's video is sponsored by Amazon, Amazon Coins, and the Amazon App Store, where you can now take this game, Star Trek Fleet Command, download it to the Amazon App Store and get big savings on all of your purchases up to 20%. We gotta love those big savings. And if you are an Android, Amazon Fire Tablet, etc. user, you can download the Amazon store for free and get started. Now, the 20% savings sounds too good to be true. And let me tell you, it's not. If you buy the coins, these are the savings you're getting. And we know how things are in this game. If you want to progress bigger, faster, stronger, particularly on the faster side, investing in your account is the way to do that. And if you can get a 20% kickback, as you can see here, why not take advantage of it? Because all you gotta do is click that content creator link down in the description, comment section, take advantage of this. And this is something I've been waiting on for a long time. Amazon Coins has been available for all kinds of different games in 3 easy steps. All you gotta do, get the coins for yourself, saving up to 20% on your purchases, then download the game in the Amazon App Store, which again, Fire tablets, Androids, etc. And then last but not least, go in and spend your coins as you normally would in your regular store. That's how you get your savings. So whether you're buying an elite battle pass or whether you're just getting that new ship refit for your D4, doesn't matter. You're going to want to get it through the Amazon App Store using Amazon Coins. Shout out. Woo! All right, so shout out to our sponsors. Appreciate your support of the video. Like the video if you want to also help support yourself. So let's start talking about Pawn. So you got the graded to win ability up above, which increases weapons damage by X%. The weapons damage is honestly not that big. I was actually expecting the weapons damage to be more. Because it's designed to be combined with multiple shots, that could be okay. But by itself, that's not a lot of damage increase. But let's move on Pawn. This is the one that you can grind for free through the battle pass and completing those 9 events that we referenced earlier. If you'd like those 9 events on the screen again, well, good thing that I got them right here. Thank you to the dev team and the community management team for sharing these early on. I think it's a really good step in the right direction in terms of communication so that people can know how they can get an officer without having to spend any moolah. You get tired of spending moolah sometimes. So when on an explorer as a captain defending against another player on combat, Thought Gore has X%. Thought Gore. Apparently that was his original name and y'all didn't change it. Has X% delay opponents' weapons for 3 rounds. Now, my only thing I'm curious about is, does this work like Chang's ability, or is it independent of that? Because Chang's ability technically works, but it's based on what weapon causes it. If that works the same way, that Captain's ability is trash. If it doesn't work that same way, and it just straight delays the weapons, kind of like how ROM works, then this is actually a really good ability with max synergy. Now, keep in mind that it's base plus big, so the most it's going to do is 40%. But I wonder if I threw it on an original jellyfish, what that would be. Math video coming soon. But the captain's maneuver is very interesting. Officer ability, Breen or serve cold. When on an explorer fighting against another player and on morale at the start of each round, it decreases opponent's critical chance by X%. An hefty decrease. Like, even if you don't use the full synergy of this group, this just became one of the better anti-critical builds in the game. Now, it's not better than TOS Uhura, TOS Kirk, but it does change things up to where you don't need to run TOS Uhura as captain. You can run another captain and you now have multiple anti-critical crews just based on pawn. So that is actually a very interesting addition, and I really like it. Research, you have some primes getting added. Prime Swarm is decent. It's a 500% increase to the rewards you're getting for Parsteel, Titanium, Dilithium. Of course, will cost you a nice $100. And then there's a PC first increased rep from events. And they are really pushing that rep increase thing. But there you go, 100% improvement from your daily factions. Bajoran resistance buffs, which is increasing base damage against Dominion hostiles, a loot bonus payout, and kinetic damage, and reload chance for the Defiant. So 5 new primes coming out, 6 new prime. I'm sorry, no, 2 new primes, and then 4 new Bajoran buffs. I don't think those are primes. Those are just buffs. All right, avatars and frames. There's your battle pass, an all new battle pass featuring new officer shards, etc. And the new and improved elite battle pass for additional rewards, such as an exclusive frame. Honestly, I've seen the new battle pass. It's not too much different. Basic changes. Bug fixes. You will not find your Actian hostile fix here. I'm sorry. Go ahead and comment your disappointment down below. But a lot of fixes that were needed, like the Alliance Starbase not working when people tried to access it, things like that. So there is good there, even if there's still some of the regular annoying things that we have to deal with, and then some random improvements, which there are some good ones, like lowering some of the warp range in Dominion space. I actually really like improving one of the ceiling rod can be directed to directly from the treasury screen. That's actually really useful, and just some various improvements there, and improvements to directly open the treasury with broken to ceiling rods. That's an improvement as well. So I'm going to go through the exchange method. So there you have it, everybody. M48. We'll have more details on a lot moving forward. Appreciate y'all. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. If you got questions about this that I can give you from a background perspective of things that are going on, drop those down below, and I will gladly answer them as soon as I can. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Catch you on the next one, which is our live stream, giving away 5 battle passes today.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.